How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's blessed. I hope everybody's thankful, content. Hope you guys are doing good on this day. Uh, so yeah, this is Reach. I'm Frank Reacher. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate your time. Your time is very valuable to me, so I'm gonna keep it simple, straight to the point. Um, just hoping everybody's doing good. Um, I do want to start off today by letting you guys know that since I started this, my wife has been very encouraging to me. She tells me, just, just do it, just record, share your thoughts, share your wisdom. So these videos are going to be sponsored by my wife. My wife has a health and beauty store. Uh, the link is in the description or it's in the YouTube page. So, yeah, go to the link, click on the link, follow it. I mean, it'll take you to my wife's health and beauty store. She has over 700 items, high quality items. She's always offering free shipping. So yeah, show her some love, support her. Trust me, you're gonna find something that you need. She has everything, like I said, over 700 items. It has everything to do with beauty, health, vitamins, everything that you can think of. She has something for you. Also, I have a link where I have taken the time even before I started doing YouTube. I've taken the time to make some courses, and these courses have to do with everything that you can think of. I'm still working on more. These courses have to do with life. There's courses, like I said, I'm still doing more, but there's courses about a lot of issues, a lot of topics that have to do with life, relationships, the way we think, has with marriage, with parenting. So yeah, there's a link in the description. Check it out. Check out the courses. You know, these courses work. And what I mean by that, it means, I don't know if you know what a course is. It's not like an ebook. You're not just going to read through it. These courses are going to ask you questions. They're going to ask you to get involved. So they're going to ask you to take notes or do this or do that. And my intention is so that you can actually learn something, and retain that information so that it can make a difference in your life, so that it can make a difference somehow, shape, or form. So check out the courses. They're well put together. Again, these courses have to do with everything that has to do with life. Yeah, so check them out. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about health. I wanted to talk to you guys about health and let you guys know, how important health is. I grew up basically on the fast lane. I'm going to be 50 years old in a couple of months. I'm diabetic. I have high blood pressure. I have glasses. Um, Bald. So I share that to let you know that I have a lot of health issues. And to be honest with you, it's not that I didn't intend, but I never really thought that I would live this long. The way I was living, um, a lot of my friends have passed away, killed, gang violence. Um, so the way I grew up was just on the fast lane. It wasn't taking care of, I wasn't taking care of myself. I didn't know what vitamins were. I didn't pay attention to my health. Um, During the years of my addiction, and again, my addiction, I was getting high on anything, everything, and I thank God that I was never homeless. Um, I was like a functioning addict, if that makes sense. I always worked, um, even with my family, my kids, my wife. I was still an addict. always trying my best, but always frustrated, always angry, because I had this battle going on within me. And so now all those years have taken a toll. I'm very thankful. I'm blessed that I'm alive. I'm blessed that, God has brought me this far in my life. But now I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it because now I have a lot of pain. I literally move like if I was 70 years old. And it's crazy because age kind of creeps up on you. Like in my mind, I still think that I can run fast. In my mind, I still think that I can jump, but no, it doesn't work that way because my mind may think one thing, but my body doesn't react to it. And my body always reminds me like relax, like you're gonna be 50 years old. So my body reminds me, and on a daily basis, I'm always going through something. I have to put my insulin. I have to watch what I eat. So now I'm paying the price. And again, I'm very thankful. My family encourages me. They remind me what I'm supposed to be doing. Exercising, eating right. So now health is like very important to me. I teach my kids now. My wife and I, we watch what we eat. I It's crazy because the weight that I have now is the ideal weight that I've always wanted. Um, I'm sober. I've been sober for years. I'll talk about that too. I've been sober, thank God, for a long time. And the thing about sobriety, I don't even think about the past. I don't count the days. I don't count the years. I just know that today, praise God, I'm clean, I'm sober, and I'm thankful. So what I want to do is touch on this. I'm going to be touching more on this subject. I'm going to be making more videos on health. But today, I want to share with you the most basic thing, the most basic thing that a lot of the times we're not even doing right. And it's crazy because it's in our nature to do these things. And a lot of the times we don't even do them right. A lot of the times we don't even focus on them. A lot of the times we just assume, well, I don't, sometimes we don't even think about it, to be honest with you. I know I didn't. Um, so what I want to share with you today, I have my notes here. I want to share with you about breathing, number one. Breathing, number two. Movement, number three. Sleeping, okay? And again, you guys might be like, oh, really? Like, this is yeah, it's the most simplest thing. It's the thing that we do naturally. But how many of us know how to breathe correctly? How many of us understand that movement is medicine? How many of us know how important sleep is? You find a lot of people, these people that are fit, runners, weightlifters, athletes. And a lot of the times it's natural for them because of how they're made, their DNA. A lot of the time, and that's one thing a lot of people don't understand is there's people that it's in their DNA to be big, to be buff, to be cut up. And that's another thing that I learned throughout the years is like, it's not in my DNA to be that big or do this or do that. So I'm comfortable where I'm at. I understand that. Um, but a lot of these, what I'm trying to say is a lot of these athletes, a lot of these people, a lot of these, even if you're eating correctly and all that, the most simplest things, which is breathing, movement, sleeping, we don't pay attention to. And I'm telling you the truth because I've learned how to do these things, and the most basic things make a big difference. And yeah, I still exercise, I eat right, and but I've understood, for example, breathing makes a big difference. If you breathe deeply, if you breathe slowly, deep, slow breathing helps to calm the mind. it reduces stress. To me, the answer to stress was a beer. Again, I wasn't thinking, who thinks about breathing? We do it naturally. We're doing it right now. We don't really pay much attention to it, but it's crazy because I noticed that I had a lot of stress in my chest. I always felt this tension um, for a long time, and I was always stressed. I was always like tensed up, and it was because I was breathing with my chest instead of being breathing with my stomach. And if you look into it more, which I hope you do, you can find different ways on how to breathe correctly. It's like you breathe in, you hold it in for like a couple of seconds, you let it out slowly until your lungs are completely empty, but you have to breathe with your diaphragm. That means fill up your stomach with air. That's the proper way of breathing. Uh yeah, that's breathing deeply from the stomach, and you can do this a few times a day. And what I try to do in the morning when I wake up, when I wake up, I just start breathing in like, hope it doesn't sound weird with the mic. Um, I practice with my hands. I make this gesture. Oh, almost dropped my little fence there. Oh, and real quick, I don't know if you guys know why I'm behind this fence, because YouTube can be a dangerous place. So when, people start shooting, or this is where I can protect myself and just hide. Anyways, so yeah, breathing correctly, it gets more oxygen to your body, okay? And having oxygen in your body makes a big difference. I don't know if you guys are aware that they sell this oxygen in a can. I don't know how much it costs. I don't know how much, where they sell it, but I seen it. They sell oxygen in a can now. I don't know what it does, but trust me, oxygen is very helpful. Every single day, I encourage you, try it. Look into breathing, because it's going to make a big difference. It reduces stress, it calms you down. You can do this throughout the day. You can do it at work. You can do it at home. Before you go to bed, before I go to bed, you can sit on the side of your bed and just take the time to breathe, okay? It helps you to be relaxed. It lowers your blood pressure. It helps you to be more focused, okay? So that's breathing. And again, I know it's natural, but if you focus on your breathing, it'll make a big difference in your health. Trust me. Okay, the second thing I want to talk about is movement. And like I said, movement is medicine. Okay, and now I understand it more, because now I have to move every day. I have to exercise, to lower my sugar. I have to exercise to stay in shape. And again, I do it for myself, but I also do it for my family. They want to see me healthy. They want to see me, you know, enjoying my life, but it does take exercise. And movement, it's very important that we move more regularly, even if it's in small ways. A lot of the times, people, they will exercise for an hour, and they'll do their routine, and for the rest of the day, it's like they're off. you know and what I'm trying to say is, you can move regularly in small ways. You can go for a walk. You can stretch. There's a lot of times that in my house, throughout the house, I'll sweep. I'll find some way, because I know it. My body's telling me I have to get up and move. And what happens with more movement, um, it boosts your energy. It improves your mood. Uh, it keeps your muscles and joints more flexible. It prevents pain and stiffness. Okay, pain and stiffness. More movement also helps with inflammation. Inflammation is, it comes with pain, uh, and it's not good to have any part of your body inflamed. So with daily movement, and again, it doesn't, a lot of people think you have to do this big routine. No, pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your body. You can do some stretching. I have a trampoline. I get on that trampoline, for, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but I just stand there. It feels good. I'm focused on my breathing. I'm moving. I'm jumping up and down. I can feel my core getting tighter. But yeah, movement is medicine. Yeah, enjoy a movie, relax, take your time, but move, keep moving. Don't just eat and drink and sit around. Go for a walk. Um, if you have a pet, take them for a walk or whatever the case may be. Even play with them around the house. So movement is another thing I want to talk about, and I'm sharing that with you. I encourage you to, take this advice, look into it if you want. I mean, I do. I hope you do. Um, and find out how you can be moving throughout the day, at your job, if you're sitting down all day or whatever the case may be. Remember that, keep that in mind. Movement is medicine. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is sleep. Man, I'll be honest with you, man. Sleep is precious to me now, but back in the day, man, sleep meant that I was going to miss out on something. And staying awake was a mission. you know you got to be on your toes. You got to do this. Again, my lifestyle was fast and furious. And there's no rest for the wicked. Sleep was an hour, 3 hour, without going into too deeply, because again, I don't want my past to be my focus, but I didn't take care of my sleep. I didn't focus on it correctly. But now again, it's priceless to me to understand, and it's priceless for me to get my rest because it makes a difference. And remember, sleeping correctly doesn't you get your sleep for the day you rest, yeah, but sleep has to do with tomorrow. If you don't sleep right the next day, you're gonna be off. You're gonna be grouchy. You're gonna be in a bad mood. Things are gonna get on your nerves because we're not sleeping correctly. Okay, quality sleep is essential. It recharges our body and our batteries. It recharges us. And again, sleep has a lot. It's like you get your rest for the day, but it also has to do for the future. A lot of the times is we don't sleep that long because, okay, I feel better now. Yeah, but if you're not getting your proper rest, it's going to affect your future. It's going to affect how you're going to move, how you're going to think after you wake up. And if you didn't rest properly, that energy, you're going to have to drink a coffee or Red Bull, an energy drink to keep going, you know, because your body's going to tell you right away, okay, that little nap or those 4 hours of sleep that you got last night, it was good. It was only good for 2 hours. Now we got to figure out how to stay awake. And, that's where a lot of things come into play. We get agitated. We're not thinking correctly. We're taking things out on the wrong people because we're not sleeping correctly. Um, One of the things that I do now, I put these earplugs. I put earplugs in. I pray and I trust in God that everything's gonna be fine while I'm sleeping. I used to be the kind of person, I hear a noise or something, I would check on it, and you know, because of how I grew up, where I grew up, it gives us this mentality that there's something's gonna happen, or you gotta be on your toes all the time. But now, thankfully, I have this peace. The peace that God has provided in my life. But I put the earplugs in. I hear some noise from far away, but man, I like get this really deep sleep, comfortable, and I wake up feeling like $1 million, man. Try it. Try it if you can. I mean, if you're able to. But And now I can't sleep without the earplugs, and it helps me to really truly rest instead of being interrupted, instead of, you know, now I put those things in and I sleep like a champ. So we have to keep a regular sleep schedule. On the again, maybe your room is not dark enough, maybe it's not quiet enough, and that's where I mention the earplugs because it helps me. My daughter, um, sometimes she goes in and out of the room, she'll make noise, but again, you have to keep a regular sleep schedule to make sure that you're getting the proper rest that your body needs. Okay. uh, and sleeping improves your memory. It improves your overall health when you sleep right, when you get enough rest. You'll know it. I don't know. I'm sure you've noticed when you get that proper rest, the next day you're feeling like, man, I feel good. We have to try to get that sleep every single night, you know, and even during the day. If you take a nap, those naps make a big difference. Again, you recharge yourself. It doesn't have to be for a long time, maybe 30, 40 minutes, an hour. Rest, relax, take a nap, and trust me, make a big difference. So, sleeping also helps you handle the daily challenges. You have a clear mind when you're rested, you have a clear um, mind. I was trying to look for something else to say, but you have a clear mind because you're rested, because everything is where it's supposed to be. And you know what I mean when you're rested, and you know what I mean when you don't get enough rest and you're waking up and you're on the run, and you're trying to catch up with your day because you didn't wake up early because your body's telling you it didn't want to wake up yet, so your day's just off. But now with the full night's rest, and you're waking up slowly, you're understanding, okay, I got to get ready, I got to do this, I got to do that. Your thinking is proper. It's what it's supposed to be, You're at ease, you're not in a bad mood. So there's a big difference, okay, when you sleep right. So remember, breathe, look into breathing. Uh there's a lot of different ways, a lot of little tips online of how you can regulate your breathing, how to do it correctly. But look into breathing, okay? And remember that movement is medicine. I don't know if you've seen um, I don't know what it's called, Tai Chi. When they're stretching and they're moving, they know what's up. They understand that movement is medicine. Um, and prioritize a good sleep. Make sure that you're getting a good proper sleep every night. Try those earplugs that'll help you. No distractions. You sleep right through the night. It's a comfortable sleep. So yeah, thank you for being here. I hope that I've been a blessing to you with this content, with this advice. If you're a young person, please take care of yourself. It's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Vitamins, exercise, eating correctly, sleeping right, breathing right, moving regularly. So I hope I've been a blessing. And now it's your turn. It's your turn to react. Shoot me a comment, write a comment. What do you think? What other kind of health issues would you like me to talk about? And please consider being part of this community. Consider being part of the community so we can grow together, encourage one another. You can subscribe, tell a friend, let somebody know, hey, check out this guy, Reacher. um so yeah, thank you very much for being here. My name is Frank Reacher. Remember, reach in, reach out, and reach up.